I think it's just a good week off for us, being able to get our legs back under us and being able to go out there, play as a team. And, we know that we're going to have a target on our backs this weekend. So, just having to take that mentality that everyone's going to be coming after us and having to just, play the way we've been playing all season.
Being the hunted, being the number one seed, what is the mentality going into a tournament when you have that role?
I think it's a lot of kind of what I said about just focusing on, what we do and focusing on our team internally and being able to execute our details still and still kind of stay grounded with everything we do in practice.
You beat South Dakota twice this season. What do you know about the Coyotes? What are some of the big keys for you, and what do you have to limit for them when you play them on Saturday?
They got a lot of good players. I know when we played out there, we had a tough time in transition early against them, so that's something we got to focus on in this game, being able to limit their easy baskets and making them take tough contested shots.
Does Max Landis have to hit every three-pointer from 40 feet out to win, or you guys can do it without Max?
I think Max is definitely going to help us if he's shooting 40-foot threes and making them, but, I think we play that way, and we know that anybody can step up on any given day, so I think that game Max was needed to hit some big threes like that, but I think we'll be fine playing team basketball like we do.
When you take a look at South Dakota, obviously you handled them twice this year, but last year in the tournament, they were hot shooting in this tournament to knock you guys out in the first round. What do you remember about that game? I don't want to say a revenge factor, but maybe avenge that game. Is that something that goes through, especially a guy as a senior, goes through your head?
Yeah, it does when you're thinking about it, but, in that game, I think it was early, like I said, they came out and it's kind of like, we didn't come out how we wanted to play early, and, we fought back in that game, but it was just too late. So I think, we got to take a lesson from that and come out, right from the beginning of the game.
As a senior, I guess you kind of know the tournament history is for IPFW, you got to beat the Dakota teams in the Dakotas. Is that how you kind of approach the tournament, or is that something that you cognitively think about at any point?
You try not to think about that. I think my first year here, probably, you're thinking about that a lot, but as it goes, you're just out there and thinking about next game every time. So, if it turns out that way, that's how it's happened to be in my history, I guess, here. But, you just think about the next game and just having to play almost kind of like a road game, I guess you could say.
2 years ago, you guys are maybe a Steve Forbes rim out away from punching your ticket to the NCAA tournament. As a senior, what do you try to impart from that run or being successful in the tournament that you can tell these guys or that is valuable in terms of experience for you and for this team?
Yeah, I think it's definitely important to stay hungry. I think that was a tough run. Beat South Dakota State in the Final Four that year, and that was a road atmosphere type game, and you have to be able to come into those games knowing that it's going to be like that, and just being able to finish out games. It was a nail biter at the end of the North Dakota State game, but just being able to play a full 40 minutes, as much as you can do, and playing it like it's your last game of the season.
I know that I'm putting the cart ahead of the horse here, but what would an NCAA tournament berth mean? What would a championship mean in the Summit League tournament for this team?
It would definitely be huge for this program and everything we've been working on. Been working real hard with the new guys that we've had here. They've been working their butts off in the off season and everything. So I think it'd be great for this team, for Coach Kaufman and the rest of the coaching staff here. For honestly, all of Fort Wayne, they've done a real great job supporting us this year. So it'd be nice to give them something back.